Kim, are you still here? Kimmer, I have something to show you, but you need to let me know you're here and not gone back to your desk yet. Hello, hello, Kim. Barbara's here. Leanie's here. Lana's here. Tammy's here. Kim, are you still here? I came in early. Kim! Kim! Remember the movie Shane? Hello, Samantha. How are you today, sweetheart? I think she must have gone back to her desk and doesn't see me anymore. Well, foo-fa. Welcome to Miss C's cottage, the home of the Somebody. I'm Miss C, and I make Somebodies and give them to people so they know somebody loves them, because everyone has the right to feel valuable. And Jeanette is here. Jackie Baker or Jackie Belcher. Beckler, Jackie Beckler. Beckler, I think that's right. Jackie Beckler. Are you a new one, Jackie? Don't remember the name Beckler. Anyway, welcome to the cottage. Come in, leave all of your troubles, your worries, your sickness, your bad attitudes, leave them at the door. They're not allowed inside. Leave your shoes there. We'll sweep all that stuff up and burn it. Not your shoes, but all the other stuff gets swept up and burnt, and you don't have to worry about it anymore when you leave. You don't take it with you, just your shoes. Come in, grab something to drink, pull out your project, and start working. And soak up the love. If you didn't bring a project, it's okay. You can just fill your bucket with love for a whole hour. There's Mia. Hello, sweetheart. Give all those girls a hug for me. And Sujan is here. And Yolanda is here. And Bonnie's here. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Fairly new. Okay, Jackie. Well, welcome to the cottage. You are always welcome here, day or night. And if you need to talk, you can Gmail me and I'll send you my phone number and we can do things on the phone that we can't do here in the chat, that I won't do here in the chat. Because I have a book and I have a lot of updates, life updates in the book. And they never make it to the chat because I'm like a somebody. I listen and I never share. Sugar! And Sassy Mary's here. And there's my Leanie, my sister Eileen. And Benita's here. Thank you, Benita. I think you sent me a birthday card, and I appreciate that. Paula Mulford, Dawn P is here. Welcome, sweetheart. I always love to see Dawn comes in. She brings a bucket load of serenity, drops it off, and leaves with a bucket load of love. So it's always good when Dawn P comes in. There's my cousin Dee. And there's Len. Len cranked out a hat or a scarf the other day. It was a beautiful burgundy color. Very, very pretty. No, Friday off. Yeah, she gets Friday off this week. Anyway, Kim, I know I showed this to you. Kim gave me this book for my birthday, 40 crochet projects to do with one skein of yarn. And I fell in love with number 13, which is this cowl right here. Whipped out some yarn and made this. And I absolutely love it. And I love it so much that I made a second one. And it's very simple. It's single crochets and V stitches with a chain 2 in between. And then it's a moss stitch in a row of double crochets, chain 1. And then fan stitch, V stitch. Okay, the V stitch. Where am I here? V stitch. And above that is the fan stitch. And then you go back to the moss stitch, the doubles, the V stitch, and a fan stitch above the V. A V and a fan. You can't see it here because it's the color. And then a moss stitch and a double crochet and the V stitch and a fan stitch. So, and I like that one so much that I pulled out one of these. I have no clue what yarn it is because it didn't have a band on it when I found it, but I am in the process of making another. And it's just so pretty. It's open and airy, and so it will be, it's wide enough that you can pull it close for winter. All right, Maureen, thank you for coming out. I like it when you come to the cottage. I don't get to see you much anymore. You're not on Carrie with Carrie and Mara, and I miss you there. And there's Froggy. And Mary's Crafty Corner and Pebbles. Do you like this one? I do. I like the colors on this one. Now the end of it, I'm going to put, this has got 3 rows. And I'm going to put the 4th row on. And it goes back to the turquoise, this light turquoise here. So I think this is going to be pretty. And then I went to I did not go to Hobby Lobby yesterday. I went to the Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree here in High Springs does not have yarn, except once in a while they'll get that, it's that funny little yarn. This one, Crafter Square. And I'm not sure what it is about this. It's 100% acrylic, but I really don't like the feel of this. It is, I think it's a DK. They say it's a 4. I don't know. This just isn't my favorite. I'd rather have the, the other one they have, Just Yarn. That's it, Just Yarn. So we were up in Lake City yesterday. Jenny took me to lunch for my birthday. And we stopped at the Dollar Tree on the way up because we had I had a doctor's appointment yesterday morning and got out early. Darcia, hello. And Diane Major's here. And there's my Margie. And Jennifer, hello. And Butterroll Boutique is here. Hello, sweetheart. It's been ages since you got down this far south. I'm so thankful you stopped in today. Thank you. My Dollar Tree no longer carries anything but that Crafter Square, and like I said, I'm not real fond of it. It's kind of funky feeling for acrylic. And So yesterday when I was in Lake City, uh, I had a doctor's appointment in the morning and then at 10 o'clock. And you never know how long you're going to be at the doctor's. So Jenny and I pushed our lunch back to noon. Well, I got out of there early. So I sent a text to her and said, got out early and I'm on my way to Lake City. So she said, okay, she's leaving her house. So it's about the same time wise from where I live to Lake City and where she lives to Lake City. She's north and west of Lake City, and I am south of Lake City. So anyway, it's about the same time. So we had time to stop at the Dollar Tree, and I found this um, Premier Just Yarn Teddy, and it's got a little bit of halo on it. And I found some pink, and I found some white. And I thought, you know what? This will make a really cute Valentine bunny. So that's what I'm going to do. Make a Valentine bunny out of that. It's here in my to-go pile. So that's what I'm working on. Uh-oh, Sandra not doing well today? Yeah, Sunita. Sunita's got a lot going on, and her dad is, I would imagine, hurting just as much as she is. So she gets to go visit her dad. I don't mind. And I'm not giving anything away during the month of February because I haven't mailed out January's wins yet. And I don't feel like it's fair to pile up people waiting for things that that haven't come. So I'm going to work on the January pile, and then in March we'll start the giveaways again. But you know, whether I give something away or not, it's inconsequential. All right. You saw a review on it, Lainey? And Len, you have some of this yarn? Wow. I will look forward to that. Now, I wonder how this is going to work in the cranker. I wonder how this is going to work in the cranker. Oh, you know why it's so soft? Look there. The polyester. It's acrylic and polyester, and that polyester just makes things so soft, doesn't it? Oh no, is Kimmy here, Nanook of the North, the frozen tundra of the North? I am going to see if I can turn this music down a bit. Okay, how's that better? Eileen, you guys are always here for me. You are always here for me, and I appreciate that because, like I've said, you lift my spirits when I see your faces come through the door and you're just smiling ear to ear because you enjoy being with me. I just enjoy being with you so much. You know, when I went to the doctor's yesterday, I need to switch this around. When I went to the doctor's yesterday, they give you this test, a wellness, because you go every year for a wellness checkup, and they give you this. I think once you're over 65 or 75 or something like that, they give you this test, which is like pitiful for a doctor's office. How depressed are you? Well, who thinks about being depressed? The people who are, now I have to be careful when I say this because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Excuse me. And there is true depression out there. I have gone through clinical depression a couple times. It is the most horrible thing, the most horrible thing. And nobody knows but you. And and it's not fun. So, but a lot of people become depressed because it gets them sympathy. And the more they think about their depression, the more depressed they get. Those people, I do not want to be like them. I want to think, wow, today's not a good day. What can I do to make it better? Because today is a day the Lord has made. I need to find a way to rejoice and be glad in it. I need to not think about the fact that the doctor told me I have some rotator cuff stuff going on and I can't lift my arm up and over very well without something in here popping, and I am going to have to do things to help that, and I'm concentrating on things to help it, not eventual rotator cuff surgery. You see what I'm saying? You can choose to do one or you can choose to do the other, and it's your choice because we all are given the opportunity. God made us in his likeness, but he also gave us the freedom of choice. And we can choose to be happy in whatever situation we're in, or we can choose to be miserable. And you know that because people who have lots of money coming in and 3 cars in their 4-car garage and jewelry dripping off of them and all kinds of designer dresses in there are miserable people. Because money don't buy happiness. Money makes life a little easier, but it does not buy happiness. You have to choose to be happy. Like the blind man who went into the new apartment and he grabbed the door and he opened it up and he said, "Oh, it's beautiful." And the 2 people that were with him were like, "You're blind." He said, "I know, but I know it's going to be beautiful." He'd already made that decision in his head, and he never. Now, blind people can see. Some people are not totally black blind. They can see shadows or they could see the peripherals, but they also can see once they go through and they find out where the chair is and how far the table is, so that when they walk through, they know how many steps over to go around that, and they can set up their place so that they know where everything is and nothing ever gets moved, so it's always there and they always know where they are, even though they can't see it with their eyes. Take a minute, hit the, oh, I had my shirt on yesterday. It says something about please subscribe and hit the thumbs and don't forget to like me or something like that. I don't know. Elmo's son bought it for me for Christmas. It was wonderful. Postpartum breakdown. See? Yeah, and Yolanda, that's not something that you can control. That's not something that you can say, okay, I'm going to feel better today and make that choice and feel better. It's not, because it's a chemical thing. And you need help with those kinds of things. And I understand that. But there are other people that say, oh, woe is me. I can't walk anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't do that anymore. Oh, I'm such a victim. And I find it very difficult I just want to take them and shake them and say, hey, you wake up every morning, you're alive, your hands work. Yes, they hurt. Put some cream on them. Take a couple ibuprofen, half an hour before you start crocheting. Limit your crochet to 15 minutes and then stop for half an hour. Do another 15 minutes and stop for do it in spurts. You can do it if you choose. There's Demi, the naked snail. Looks like my baby boomer from the peninsula in Virginia came in. Hello, sweet kitty. And Sarah. That's right. Sarah, do you know that story about the guy who was dragging his cross and he went up to Christ and he said, I just can't bear this anymore. It's too heavy. It's just, I keep trying and trying, but it is just so heavy. I can't carry it anymore. Could I get a different cross? And Jesus said, sure. I carried mine and you must carry yours, but I'll let you choose which one you want. And he took him to room, and on the door it said crosses. And Jesus opened the door, and the man went in with his cross, and he looked at the other crosses in the room, and they were all so big. And some had pointy things on them, and some were made out of steel. And he looked around, and he looked back at his own cross, and he said, I think I'll keep this one. So even though we are struggling, things could be much worse. Keep that in mind, because he never gives us more than what we can handle. And if we don't think we can handle it, guess who we need to go to and ask for help. Okay, let's see who else is here. No, it's Sarah. Sarah on the spectrum? Tammy? Stitching the spectrum. Yeah, Sarah. Regina Provenzano. That's the Regina. And Darcia is here. And KB is here. Hello, hello. You know what? I get called all kinds of things. That's right. The best thing is if you wake up. That's something to rejoice about right there, isn't it? All right. What are we doing today? Today we are knitting because this is a Friday. Sit and knit. How many of you are knitting? You know the cross story, Mimi? Yeah, that's one I don't think of it often, but it comes up when it's supposed to, I guess. And Yolanda is here, and Debbie Gravert is here, and Kelly is here. I'm so happy you're here. What style is your knitting? Dawn is knitting, okay. Oh, socks, okay. Knitting a blanket. February. Sam, how do I knit? I have no clue. My yarn is over here on my right hand, and I do this. I guess I throw. Is that called throwing? I don't know. What is this type? Is it continental or the other one? I don't know what it is, but that's how I knit. Yes, Kitty is knitting a huge scarf, and it is absolutely beautiful. Barbara's knitting a scarf. Flicking. English style, throwing. Flowing. Throwing, flicking, tripping it over. Okay, that's what I'm doing, not continental. Continental has something to do with the same hand that you crochet with, I think. And it's all done right here at the tips. Where I told you I can hold this underneath here, underneath my arm, and crochet that way on if I'm doing a blanket. And this never moves. Bonnie, you throw with your right hand. And Sarah flicks. Okay. Granny D is famous for, well, I think two things. Well, if I throw in bougie yarn, that's the third one. But I know she does moss stitch. Moss stitch is her favorite stitch, and she does a lot of bandanas with moss stitch. She loves doing those. They're quick and easy, and she knows the stitch, and she knows the count, and they're done before you know it. And she does like those. And the other thing is her felting. And Jeanette is doing little things today. Jeanette, did you get your yarn yet? And Lynn's knitting on the cranker, the 22 pin cranker, making somebody's. Thank you, thank you. There is a group of people who were living on the acreage in on Kings Mountain, and they were given a tiny home, but there's six. They have six children. I think there's six children, or maybe there's four children and two adults. I'll have to go back and take a look at it, but they were given a tiny home, so they are moving out of the camper that they were in. Now, the camper was a reclaimed camper that had been through the hurricane, so had been damaged and was wet inside. It was moldy, but it was better than being outside in a tent. So they were living in that until someone donated them this mini house. The house is wonderful. The one end of it, they've built a loft up over a cabinet area, like, well, I don't know if that's the parents' bedroom downstairs or like a living room area downstairs, but there's a ladder goes up and all the kids sleep up on, and I think that's so fun for those kids. It was nice inside. They were doing the inside of it, fitting it out with insulation and wallboard. It was wood, but it was lovely. You need to go and see that. And that is, it's not Deep River Farm. Jeanette, you say things you shouldn't say, Jeanette. Ah, Collie is here. Hello, hello, Collie. An English knitter. Of course you are. You're over there. All right. I'm knitting a whip on a basket weave start. Oh, those basket weave scarves are really, really pretty. And I'm so glad you're doing it. You're finishing it up. That's good. Hello, Dottie. Welcome into the cottage. Hope you brought your bucket so you can fill it up. Crocheting a scarf right now. That's okay. You're welcome here on Fridays. Kelly, did you want a centro? I have this little one, this little 22 pin one. Is that what you wanted, Kelly? And Ellen is here. Ellen! I don't know, Sarah. I don't know what flicking is. So it could be, you could be right, as far as I know. She does felting. Yeah, she makes these giant bags and then she throws them in the hot water wash and a hot water or hot dryer, and they come out bag size and they're beautiful. And I have all this 100% wool hanging up here and didn't know what to do with it because I can't make wool hats for Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach. I can't make wool blankets for Boggy Creek. And the other thing I was doing was baby things. And in Florida, you don't need to put wool things on baby things. So had I lived up north and needed scarves and hats and cowls and sweaters out of wool, I would have used it. But Sujan, it was 6 kids. Okay, I couldn't remember whether it was 6 together or I thought it was 6 kids, but then when I started thinking about it, it was like, that's a lot of kids. But yeah, thank you for acknowledging that. Okay, so Kelly, was it the 22 pin or the 48 one? Hey, Angela, my angel in the frozen stone, the Appalachian Channel. Thank you, Sujan. Yeah, well, when I first came here, Mr. Elmo knows lots of words too because he was in the Navy and he was a nurse, and they know lots of words and they know anatomically correct words. And it took about 5 years, and well, it was more like 3 years, and I finally said, if you could scale back on some of those things, I would really appreciate it. I mean, it's his home; he can do what he wants, and but once those things get in your head, you can't get them out, and they pop up at the most inopportune time. So if you don't hear them often, they don't become repetitious, and there's very very little way that you can drown them out because they're right there in your face because you don't use them. Turtleneck hoodie. You know, Gwen, who does those is Kitty Create and Relate, Kitty Lane. She's made those for her grandchildren to go to school. Ellen says, "Hello, everybody." You had a coupon that was good for one day to get a four. Oh my goodness. A 48 one. Okay. Jeanette, hello from Nova Scotia. Hello from Florida. Yeah, she does make beautiful felted bags. You know what, Diane? All you have to do is put it in hot water and put it in the hot dryer, and it should come out like hers does. All right, what did Sujan say? The Appalachian Channel. Let me see if I can get it here. I don't know whether I go away when I do this or not, but we'll see. Yes, the Appalachian Channel with John Ward. And let's see if I can get this. Save the link. Copy the link. Okay, I'm coming back and I'm going to put it here. Paste the link. So you guys can go and see that if you'd like. But I'd like to send 6 up there. Lydia, you are never late, my love. Doing laundry before you have to go to work tonight. Okay, I try and do, well, I only have 2 loads a week usually, and I try and do them on different days so that it's not too much. Don Lavelle, hello, hello. Diane, I put in the link. So there's the link. $16 was a great price. That's right. If you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you don't. So you know, and something else will come along, I'm sure. Oh, on Temu. I know how you feel. I know how you feel, Bonnie. I think Temu is kind of like Hobby Lobby. They put different things up, you know, when they see that there's a buy on something, they put sales up. Diane, you had storms overnight, snowstorms, or what? Put back 50 cents at a time if you can. I think I told you how I do my savings. Whatever comes in at the beginning of the month, whatever wasn't spent during that month, that amount goes up into my savings. And I start out with my Social Security every month. That way I don't overspend and I am saving at the same time. And I don't go into my savings, although I did go into my savings last week because I had current life insurance come due. And it's cheaper if you pay it by the year rather than quarterly. And if I can save money that way, I do it that way. Yeah, Diane, watch if you get a chance. That's a good idea. You know, when my son started working, first thing he did was move out. And I said, be sure that you keep back enough. You know, you get this paycheck and you think, wow, but you've got bills, so make sure that you keep enough back to pay your bills. And so he got out envelopes and he wrote on there the rent and the lights and what, you know, what all of his bills, and he would put those in the envelope. And I never thought to do that. I thought he was, well, my son is a genius, but I thought that was pretty smart of him to do that. I don't know how many of each they have. I don't know, but if you know, if we send 6 bunnies, oh, you're welcome, Diane. Thunderstorms. We're supposed to get rain Wednesday, I think. I don't give away yarn, craft related stuff. All right, let's see. They are fun. The hats come out so pretty, and I like the fact that you can change colors in the middle of it and keep cranking. Sally Stevens. I am much better. Okay, here's another thing and a reason why I want to get down to the end, but uh, yesterday when I was there at the doctor's, I did give them a urine sample, and I do have a urinary tract, a UTI, urinary tract infection. So they've got me on Keflex. So I'm feeling much better today. And I wonder if I didn't catch that head cold going through because my immune system was down from the UTI. But we're on the right road now. $464 for an electric bill. And 2 days later, you got an updated bill for $602, Kelly. And Lydia's going to get snow. 6 bunnies to wear, Miss C. Well, they're going to, you're going to send them? I will mark this down that you are sending 6. Um, you want the address? It's Amanda, Amanda. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. But it's really, I think I put it on my community page, didn't I? And say how appropriate it's on Bethlehem Road. on the Kings Mountain in North Carolina. I think I did. Look there first. Oh, spray them with Leslie. Spray them with Mr. Elmo. Oh, Mr. Elmo, what? Never mind. Lysol. Spray them with Lysol. 377. All right, Kitty. Thank you. I was telling people, Kitty, that you made the turtleneck hoodies for your kids, pull up over their heads when your grandchildren. Keflex. Now there is some. Oh, it's okay. It's spelled different, but it is Keflex is what I'm on. My gosh, those pills are probably this big, and they're red like this. And I have to take 40 of them, one every 6 hours for 10 days. That's 40 capsules. Zoila! Hello, hello, hello. Diane, that's a good idea. You can. You're allergic to that only drug. Wow, Yolanda, that's something. Yeah, let's put money out on the outside the door. Beth! Oh, your family, part of your family, your extended family lives on Kings Mountain. Oh my word, no. My grew up. I was reading grow up. Oh, that's something. Yeah, a lot of poverty. So yeah, if we can send those, my little chicken here, if we sent these things for the kids to play with, they could, I'm going to make a bunch of these and bluebirds of happiness, and out of all the scraps that I have, little tiny birds, and the kids can play with those because there's birds there on the mountain, and they can play with those too and help them use their imaginations. And Maisie, hello, hello, welcome to the cottage, sweet dear heart. No, Diane, it's not wrong to help others, but it's just not a subject that we need to dwell on. If a need is there, put it out there, and those that can help will help. But we don't want to get in that pit. Is I think is what she's trying to say, because this is a safe place, and no problems come in here. Needs come in, but not problems. Yeah, we could go on needs all the time. This is a happy place. Oh, thanks, Mia. UTIs can affect your memory. Is that why I can't remember a darn thing? I love you, Mia. Diane, you can always text her and share information with her without doing it here. I'm so glad you're here, Beth. You're going to do a tutorial on it. Okay, there you go. Kitty's going to do a tutorial on the balaclava. That's what this hooded turtleneck thing is. It's something that comes up over your head and keeps your head and neck warm and your ears warm. So be sure to watch out on her channel by, let's see, Create and Relate with Kitty Lane. Oh, Zoila, I'm so glad to hear that. That will be wonderful. See, that's the kind of news that I want in here. And Rita and her mom, Zoila and her mom. Yeah, that little chicken. I love that little chicken. Lana, I hope you're feeling better today, sweetheart. You know, I think everyone in my chat needs something. And I think that's why they come to the cottage, because even though I can't solve your problems, I can't solve your physical problems, your psychological problems, your financial problems. Um, I can't solve those problems, but I can alleviate those problems for an hour by filling your bucket up with unconditional love. And you know, anytime that you get down, you can call and I'll fill your bucket up over the phone. Send me a text. Okay, what did I miss? Yes, Lydia, I am making you a somebody, but I have not made somebodies in all of January, and I have not. I have 5 somebodies up on my shelf, but I don't know what it is. I just haven't started yet. I just haven't started yet. I have pieces, and I think I only did those because we do somebody Sundays, and I had to come up with something. But I am still, yes, I am still at making you a somebody because you need one. So many people need them, and I see the need in here, and I know I want. I've got this page and this page are somebodies that I need to make for people who need a somebody. And as soon as I to get in somebody mode, I'm gonna do them and send them out. I haven't even sent out the gifts from February. I mean, from January. So um, it's, but thankfully now that I'm on this Keflex and we'll get rid of this thing. I don't know how long I've had it, but I have not been myself for a while. But we're getting back. We're getting back. Let me go back up here for just a minute. Just a momento. And maybe I can't find it. Hmm. I'll just put it in again. How's that? Pebbles, email me and I'll send you the address. Well, they can, but they can't expect you to pay that amount out of a hat. Bonnie, if you stop talking, I'm going to die. Don't do that. Good, Lana. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, this subject is closed now because we're not going there. That's right. We need to ask for prayers. Please pray for me that I can pay the $600 electric bill. And that's putting a need out there. And it's something that we do on this channel. No moaning and groaning. That's not allowed in here. It's hard to have patience sometimes. Thank you, Zoila. Lana, thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling those prayers. Okay, we're done. We're done with this. Yes, let's just pray about Kelly, okay? Okay, we're done. We're done. Don't make me block you guys. I love you too much. We're done. And oh my. This was supposed to be knitting. Okay, I want to show you this knitting. I think this is the one that I really need water because my brain is not functioning. VJ, I think this is the one VJ liked. She said it was kind of mauvey. This is real purpley. I think this is the one that she liked. And I'm just about to end it because I have this much left. And that's not a whole lot. That's not a whole lot left. So I'm just going to put on another section of this, the open work, and then I'm going to finish it off with this. Because I think I started with open work. Okay, well then I'll just finish it off with open work. Yeah. So I've got this in the middle and this on one end. And I'll just finish off the other end with the open work then. Okay. So that's that. Yeah, that's what we do is we pray for each other. You're working in a new one? You're working in a new nursing home and you like it better? That's good. Kelly, you are not unwelcome. Never. Not in this place. I love you too much. It doesn't matter, Kelly, because it's over now. And those that can help will help. And those that can't will be praying for you and encouraging you. And that's the way it works here. If you can make somebodies and send them to those people that are suffering in North Carolina, you make your somebodies. If you can't, you pray and you encourage those who can. And that's the way it works here. That's the way everything works. You do what you can. And when you can't do anything, you pray about it because prayer solves so many problems. And God knows what we all need. He knows your need. He'll get there. And Lydia, too, think of all the love that you're going to get from those old people because I know you're taking buckets of love in. That's what I was talking about, Kelly. I think everyone here needs something, and that's why they come to the cottage because they know they can get that unconditional love here. I don't have a lot of money. I have yarn, and I have a lot of love. I have unconditional love. And if you need yarn or love, you have come to the right place. Kayla, Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are such a we here are such a close knit family too. And you know, in your family, there's you love them all. Some of them you don't like what they're doing, but you love them all, and that's the way we are here. I love each and every one of you. You are all so very different, but you all come needing love. You all come needing to feel valuable, and that's my gift from God is encouragement. And if I can encourage each and every one of you, then I've done my job and God is smiling at me. I can't I can't make clothes and send them to you. I'm not a shoemaker. Um, I can't come and repair your plumbing. I'm not a roofer. There are so many things that I cannot do, but what I can do is to give you all the love that you need. And that's what I do. Martha? Did Martha come in? Martha came in. Hello, hello, Martha. I'm so glad you stopped by the cottage today. Kel, you can always call me. I love you. I love all of you so much. All right, what are we happy dancing for Kayla about? Let me go back and see. You made it. Yes, you did. I hope you brought your bucket so you can fill it up and you leave your shoes and your worries at the door. Come on in. You know, Angela, it's getting difficult for me with my little pea brain with Lana and Lana and Lorna and Jeanette and Janet and the Kims are killing me. And Leanie and Leslie and Lana and Lana and oh oh Leanie, I don't know about words of wisdom, but I do love you all so much. Cece, there's only one me. Yes, there's only one Cece. That is true. Okay, we are coming to the end of our program. I started a little bit early, but um, I missed a day this month, so I have some hours that aren't going to count against me. So if we go over a little bit, it will be okay. But I've got the book. Oh, I forgot. Well, this is Friday. This is what I'll show Sunday is the all over, one color all over. That's the next one in the group. So, and I think it came out so pretty. I did it in white because it was so, the pattern is so pure and simple. I thought I would do it in the white. I don't know how many we'll get through, but we're working on 50 of them. I think there's 50 in the box. And the closed, yeah, closed granny. That's the next one. But I'll show it Sunday because Sunday is the day we do this. But I thought if I needed extra ones to make it big enough, I'll use these as my extra blocks because they're so plain and simple. Now we've done our first one was a regular granny. And the second one we did was a single color granny. And then the next one that we did was the all over. And then with the different colors. And then this last one was this one that's all over in one color. And so I did it in pure white because it was so simple. Okay, now we need to go to prayers. 'Cause I don't want to skip prayers today because there's a need there, and I don't want to skip it. Please also put in your prayer list Sarah Satch's grandson, Aiden. He is in the marching band at school. He plays trumpet, I think, clarinet. I don't remember what he plays. He plays a wind instrument though, and he has having some respiratory problems right now. So if you would pray for him, that's and continue to pray for Kitty for her family situation and for transportation for her. We're going to pray for. Let me put down here. This is 2, and today is the 7th. We're going to pray for Kel. For her electric bill. Kelly, I don't know. There's two boxes of Granny Square boxes, and one is the legal one, and the other is a knockoff one. So I would be assuming that if you're going to buy it on Temu, that it is the knockoff one. So I wouldn't worry about it, but we're going to do them on Sunday, so you can do them with us. Oh no, Cece lost her job. So see, Kelly, you're not the only one with financial woes. Yes, certainly we can put you on here. All right. Pebbles. We always pray for Pebbles. Miss Lottie was on antibiotics for the rest of her life, and she took it for about 4 years. Is that a dog or a person, Mia? Yeah, Kelly. Okay. Wow, Cece lost her husband 10 months ago. I think I have this in my book somewhere. I have to tell you guys, I haven't been in this book as much as I needed to this last couple weeks. So, Gwen. Yeah, Gwen was given notice to move out. So we need to pray for Gwen that God will take care of it, because I can't tell you what to pray for because I don't know what's the best recourse of action. He does. So we need to pray that God will solve Gwen's housing problem. Okay? And you know darn well he can solve it better than any of us, even if we get together and we come up with a good solution. Going through a merger, oh no. That's always uncertain times, isn't it? Oh, a lady in your church. Okay. Thank you, Mia, for letting me know that. Prayers for everyone said or not not spoken. Yeah. There's a lot of unspoken prayers I know in the chat. So so that's where we'll end this. And I will pray for all of you. Father, we know that you know the needs of the people in this chat, whether it's an atta girl, a pat on the back, a sunshine. coming through the window for 5 minutes in a day, whether it's more yarn, whether it's more money, whether it's more clarity in a job, whether it is a job or transportation, whether it's health, whether it's mental health, physical health, or financial health, Father. We know that you know the need. You know the personal need of each person. You know when a hair drops from their head, and you know their need, and you have the solution for them, whether it's today, next week, next month, or as soon as we get off of here. Your timing is not our timing, but we know that your timing is perfect, Father. And we would ask for each one of these people who have a need, that you would meet their need for them. And thank you, Father, for giving me the gift of encouragement, that I can help you in some way. If you funnel it through me and I can give it out, I can help in a small way to meet some of those needs. And I love you, Father, and I love your Son, and I say thank you for all of the blessings that you give to us. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Okay, guys. Okay, Marduk, what is your prayer? Can you repeat it for me, sweetheart, so I can put it in the book? Please? I love you. See, the end of this is where I get my blessings back. I've given and given and given all through this whole time. And then when you guys get ready to go, you always fill up my bucket before you leave. And I love that. I love you so much, Kelly. It's Darlene, and it's unspoken. All right. I love those best. Darlene. All righty. Okay, guys. I love you all. Let's draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in times of need. That's true. We need grace so that we can calm down and figure out the needs of others and not focus on our own. I love each and every one of you, and may God hold you in his hand while the storms of life pass over you. And I will see you on Sunday at 12 o'clock, and we'll do a different, we still have to do the body. You guys know how to do the body. If you want to do the body, we'll do the body, but I'll show you a new ear. How's that? I love you all. Bye, guys.